damn mind. I just had a creator try to call me. Oh, okay.
Good afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, Meridith. How are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. It's good to see you. I'm happy to be here. I've been excited about this.
I am tardy.
It's
I
okay.
am so tardy.
Tardy for the party?
Tardy for the party. Yeah, you could call me the party pooper because guess what? The party has to take a break. The party has to take a break. You know why? Because Meredith is here. We finally got her to take a break from all of that sweating and all of those things that she likes to do.
I do.
She likes to sweat. So she's going to take a break from all of that and end the party just for us. So we're going to pay special attention to her at least for as long as she can tolerate us for a minute. But we got some people in the chat. And yeah, like I said, I was late, but Hannah is getting her hair done. So I dropped her off and I made it back here. So I should have went live on location, but you know, that was not in the brain files to do that. Somewhere something got, boom, 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 boom. Okay, very good. First up in the chat, though, was Crooked Peach herself. Good afternoon. Thank you for reporting to the audience that Jeremy was on the road today. Thank you. Yep, Carnival Cruise Addicts was in. Thanks. Danny D. Yep, everybody was in here early. The usual people. Cruise Ship Drone. Mike. Hello. Where is everyone? Yep. Yeah. Botrix is in the house. Hello. I got a double bot over here because this is not an area where I have a lot of moderators. Over on Cruising is Fun Anytime, I have like everybody. Like everybody loves us over there. But here, I have just peaked 100 subscribers this week. So yay me. So yeah, when you have a smaller channel, you want to put extra layers of security on your chat because not everybody can view the live stream, and Nightbots sometimes be tripping. So
You know a lot about that. I don't know anything about none of that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it's
I don't
crazy.
have the capacity for it yet. I'm working my way up to it.
Right, right. Cruise
Mhm.
Tubers is in. What's up, everybody? Good afternoon. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, Bot RX. Yeah, yeah. Anfield Road layout on the loft has made it in. Thank you for the green hearts. Yes, the green hearts. I wish I could color these. That would be so awesome.
That would, yeah.
Green. The Bud files have made it in. Yes, absolutely. So Meredith, I am so happy you are here. You are one of the most energetic, practical, hilarious people on YouTube, and I do mean that. I really do. Um,
I say a lot of things under my breath. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I need to do some scrolling so I can make it to the questions because they just literally disappeared. Uh,
What?
they did. They did. But
It's
let's see.
okay. It's cool. Hey, I'm not in a hurry.
Yep.
I got my feet up and everything. Yeah, no, I'm good. It's hot outside. I mean, it's too hot outside.
It is. It's
Mhm.
really hot.
It is.
And if you want to turn the fan or air or whatever was back on, I did not hear that in the event that
No,
that
I
you're
couldn't
doing.
hear.
Okay, okay.
I'm good. I promise you. I'll let you know if I get too hot. I have a fan going on above me also, so it's
Yep.
okay. It's all good. I promise.
And you're also one of the most brutally practical creators here on YouTube. You've danced in your kitchen, you've rebuilt your health, you've started a whole new life, and you've taught us that bacon is absolutely his own food group. Okay, so today we're going to get into all of that.
Okay.
First of all, how is your energy today?
Oh gosh. On a scale of 1 to 10, about a 9.
About a 9. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. I love it. I'm loving it. All right, that is
I'm
good.
feeling really well. And I'm from here in Virginia. I live in Virginia. I was born here. I lived in the city up until 6 years ago, but born and raised here.
That's what's up.
Mhm.
Okay, let me see. And I am scrolling again. And okay, so your channel description starts with something that hits hard. I was sick of being sick and tired of planning for my early demise.
Fact.
Then you describe the moment on the bathroom floor, your near death experience. Can you take us right back to that day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, that day sucked. First of all, in reality, it wasn't an actual near death experience, but I can promise you it felt like it. It was
Mm-hmm.
not until later that I understood what was really going on. Also, it was all I needed. It was absolutely it. So, among, oh God, dozens and dozens of health diagnoses that I was being treated for, and had been being treated for years and years. You know, it started with one thing and it became a laundry list of things. But one of the things was a lot of gut issues. And one of the things my gut loved to do for me at the time was not work. It just would not work. I mean, I couldn't go to the bathroom until I couldn't not go to the bathroom. It was awful. And it was a lot of Crohn's disease, a lot of autoimmune stuff was going on. You know, all these things were going on. So anyway, what happened was I went to the bathroom and I woke up on the floor. I woke up on the floor and then I went into shock and I felt myself go into shock. And I thought I was dying. I was certain that I was dying. And the only thing I could think though was I didn't get to wipe my butt. They're going to find me like this.
Right.
That's literally all I thought. And a little bit later, I end up having to get Chad and Matthew, my son and my man, in here, which I did not want to do. Because look, for one thing, I can promise you the smell was you needed some equipment. Anyway, while I'm coming out of the shock and they were freaking out and they just wanted to call an ambulance, I flatly said no. I said absolutely not. And they were like, but what if you die? I'm like, well, then I'll die. because it was then when I woke up and started coming out of that shock that I literally told myself, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not. If I can't figure this out on my own, I'm just going to die, because I've just been going to doctors for freaking decades. And I'm sick and tired of not being like, I didn't live, Jeremy.
Yep.
That was the thing. I didn't know that then, but I can promise you that right now, I absolutely can tell you for a fact, pretty much my entire life, I was not living proper at all. I wasn't fully alive. My body has been sick in one way or many since I was a child. And honestly, I think it's an epidemic that's not even spoken about. I don't think people even realize that these things are going on mass levels of the population. It's just ridiculous. And so anyways, here I am, and I'm trying to share. I'm trying to share those things, but it has taken me some time. Firstly, I started my channel 3 years ago with not one clue what it was about. What was the point? No clue. Not one. I had no clue. But I did know I felt alone. And I felt like a freak all of my own. That I was the only person like me anywhere. So for about the first year and a half of being on YouTube, I still don't know what the heck the point was. But I accidentally documented my progress. I did not have any idea that I was doing it at the time. But man, if I go and look at like some of my very earliest videos now, I hear me grunting. The color of my skin, I was not alive. I was moving, but life is so different now, and it gets better every day. And I'm not saying that it's perfect. By no means is this perfect, but comparatively speaking, oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yep. And baby's in the chat. Cruising is fun anytime.
Hey, baby.
I know
Yay!
that you're so happy to
Yay!
see Meridith on the screen today, and actually she just woke up. And we started the show late, y'all. So sorry, but hey, Meridith is here. I'm here, and so are y'all, and so is Cheryl. She says because of Peach, we started our own growing thing that we're doing in the backyard that we call gardening.
Hey, baby, let me just tell you something right now. It starts with one thing, okay? Just one thing. And you know what? There's a really good chance you're going to screw it up. And that's cool. Try it again. If you screw it up a second time, it won't be in the same way, which means you're learning. Just do it. Right. Just try it.
Right. And what I did, okay, so I have these things. They're like this, okay, which I planted the romaine in. Like the whole entire pack of seeds got planted in this one container. That's where we went wrong with the romaine. I'm gonna throw myself under the bus. Okay. I did. What I said on the show was really true. Okay, I dumped the whole pack of seeds in there. Complete disaster. Dude. So what I did last week, okay, before the season fell off to plant anything, and we have lost the entire prayer of everything for the whole year. What I did was I pulled up the plants that were in that pot. I churned the soil. I put some more in, and then I planted 8 seeds in that one pot.
Good job.
Okay. So, and I've been watering it, every other day. I'm just letting it do whatever it needs to do.
I have not even tried planting romaine yet. It's too hot. It's way too hot. Like at the end of the month, perhaps, unless you happen to have some way to do it hydroponically. I mean, unless you're north of us,
Right.
But yeah, but the whole package. But let me tell you something though. All those tiny little baby lettuces, that's basically a microgreen. You can eat every bit of that, and it has so much of the actual building blocks that your body needs in it, because it hasn't used it all up. There's so much power in every little seed, and my God, seeds are miraculous. Just when you stop and think about it, it is this tiny little thing, and it looks like nothing. It's something that could get stuck in your teeth. And before you know it, when you give it soil and water and light, it could be a 6-foot tall blueberry bush. I mean, that's insanity. Can you just imagine? Like, wow. All of these things This has been such a journey. This has truly been a journey, and it's not over. I've learned so much, though. Oh my gosh, the world can literally be amazing. It
Mhm.
really can. Mm.
We moved when I was young from a small town called Kinder, Louisiana, to a bigger town called Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Mm.
I planted an oak tree when we first moved there.
Mhm.
Okay, it was an acorn with a little bitty twig and a leaf sticking out of it, and I said, "I'm going to
Mhm.
plant this." I said,
Right.
"Dad, I'm gonna put 3 bricks around this. Do not cut or weed it around this area. This is my oak tree. Okay,
Mhm.
this is my oak tree." That oak tree is now 35 feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really
It's
is. This was like
amazing, right?
years and
Yeah.
years ago. I mean, this tree is huge, and I mean,
Mhm.
it really provides a lot of good shade, and it's just seeds are definitely amazing.
Mhm.
But
You know what
yeah,
else that tree does, Jeremy? I'm gonna teach you something maybe, especially
mhm,
since y'all are newer gardeners. That tree makes leaves, right?
mhm,
And then those leaves fall to the ground. And then usually we rake them up and put them in a bag and put them on the street. Don't do that. It's the most nutritious thing that you can give to your garden and your soil. All of those nutrients are in those crunchy little leaves.
mm.
I'm telling you, man, it is a literal cycle. And once you see it, well, I don't know. For me, I'm autistic. In case y'all didn't know, I'm autistic, empathic, ADHD, and a damn woman.
Mm.
So I got stack on stack on stack going on here.
And stacked bacon too. We got
Yeah,
to get into
yeah.
the bacon as a food group thing, but let's see. We got a friend in the chat. Antoinette at Fun has made it in.
Hey.
Hello. Yes,
Oh
and
gosh.
DC, yes, the diarrhea lettuce, that was me. I messed up the whole thing. That was on me. I did.
Oh gosh.
Yep, absolutely. That was crazy. But okay, so we've now you have an outdoor medicine cabinet. Tell me about your outdoor medicine cabinet and what all vitamins, minerals, and or things that you are growing out there in your outdoor medicine cabinet. I want to know what kind of medicine you got out there.
I actually do have quite a bit growing out there, and firstly, I have to say this: I am a practicing medicine woman, herbalist,
Hmm.
uh, in training, and this is how it started. Literally, this is how it started. Um, Chad, I had read a thing about plantain weed, and if you'd have to look it up. I don't happen to have a picture of it on me right now, but so plantain weed grows in everybody's yard. There's two different varieties, and actually, both of them grow in most people's yard. I had heard through the grapevine that this particular plant was very helpful for insect stings or bee stings and such. Well, Chad gets a bee sting, and I go over. Don't do this part. I go over and get a plantain leaf and toss it in my mouth. Don't do that. It tastes like rip. Um, so just take it, crush it up in your fingers. But yeah, you put that on. I put that on, or gave it to him. He put it on his bug bite, and immediately he was like, "Wow!" And I
Mm,
was like, "Oh shit, I'm sold. Hello."
right.
And I started by examining the things that I were believed were weeds that grow here on the property. So that started there. So that would be typically dandelion root, but plantain was one of the bigger ones for me. Um, comfrey is one that I grow that is it's such a powerhouse of medicine. I mean, true. And when I say medicine, I just to make this clear, and none of this is Jeremy's opinion, y'all. This is all me. Um, it, there are such an amazing amount of actual medicinal properties that are in plants, and medicinal or medicine in my mind are things that actually assist the human body to do what the human body is built to do, repair itself. Prescription medicine, in my opinion, is chemical. So I don't refer to that stuff as medicine ever. When I say medicine, I'm literally talking about plants. So comfrey is a particularly interesting one. It's also known as knit bone. Knitbone,
Mm,
because from way back in ancient times, this was used to help set bones because it literally helps your bones to heal. But it's not limited to bones. It will also close up a cut. So if you are to use this, be very careful. Don't use it on a deep cut because it closes the top of it. You don't want to do that. But also it helps repair ligaments and tendons. So like I said earlier, I'm not saying that every day is perfect. No day is perfect. What day could be? I have aches and pains on occasion. Sometimes I overdo it. I have a terrible habit of getting to this thing I call the football stance in the garden to be pulling weeds. It's awful on my left knee. When something like that happens, I legitimately go out and get comfrey leaves and chop them up and slap them on and wrap it in plastic and let it do its thing. And it is so amazing. My gosh, all you need is one positive reaction from something and you're like, oh, wait a minute. I think I might not know a lot about a whole thing here. So
Mm-hmm. And baby asked for pain relief. What do you use? Now let me describe her pain. It is like electricity. It's nerve pain, is what it is. So specifically, what would you use for nerve pain in her case?
wait, what state do y'all live in?
Texas.
Marijuana. But
Well,
you're
I
in
understand
Texas.
that. However, in the great state
I
called
know. It's one of the biggest things holding
Texas.
me back from becoming a
Yeah,
Texan. I'm
right,
telling you.
right.
Honest to God, it's going to be your B vitamins that are going to affect your nerves more than any other thing. So I had nerve issues too, and I'm not kidding you. Like, I mean, almost my entire life, I have had issues where one hand did not understand what the other hand was doing. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, sometimes even arms, like turning on or turning off like hot water over cold water. I never could figure out how to go around it and all that. I can figure it out now. That is a huge lack of B vitamins. I have a question, Jeremy. How frequently do you guys eat fish?
Quite often.
Is it fried in vegetable oil?
Not always.
Never.
A lot of the times we bake it. Like it's
I would
baked.
highly recommend that. I would
Yeah.
more recommend for her and for her nerve pain, she needs to get, in my opinion, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a very well studied autistic bitch. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say that. So sorry. I would concentrate on my B vitamins. Get all vegetable oil out of your life. It is literally like eating fire. It just sets your whole body on fire. It sets an insulin resistant response and it causes so much damage. And those damaged areas are what Cheryl's dealing with right now. That's what it becomes. We don't want that. So get all of that, please, out of your life. Vitamin D is going to be vital to getting her nerves under control also. So there's a very good chance that she's had a whole lot of blood tests and her vitamin D levels have been checked at least twice in the last year, right?
She has a very powerful vitamin D that they gave her. It's a liquid capsule that
It's a once a week.
Once a week, yeah.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I take 50,000 international units of vitamin D every day in the summer. The numbers they tell us are complete bullshit. They're not even for human beings. In Cheryl's case, and listen, this is what I would do, but I'm incredibly well studied. In Cheryl's case, I would be administering to her for the next 60 to 90 days minimum, 300,000 international units of vitamin D a day. Cannot take it alone. You have to take magnesium with vitamin D. Otherwise, it does no good. The reason that vitamin D capsule, 50,000 international units once a week, doesn't work, well, number one, highly likely it's vitamin D2. Not D3. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So the human body has approximately up to 15% ability to convert about 15% of that to usable vitamin D. And it's a lot of work. It's the wrong D. It's the wrong method of dosing. Your body can't store vitamin D long term like that. But see, the thing is, Cheryl, myself, and about 83% of other Americans have these basic deficiencies and have had it for a long time. So we need the stuff to be able to be functionally available, which is very difficult when you have insulin resistance or diabetes, and when you're under the care, like what Cheryl's under, a lot of stuff. Her body's dealing with a lot of stuff. If we get our basic vitamin levels up, it helps the inflammation down. Vitamin D is the most powerful of all anti-inflammatories. We can get it from the sun. Let me tell you something. So the RDA says 600 IUs a day is what we need. Let me tell you what. Their math was so wrong. Even you have to look for it, but they have admitted it. They've published a paper that states at a minimum, we should be taking approximately 10,000 IUs of vitamin D every day to maintain healthy levels of vitamin D. This is where the issue comes into play. In my opinion, there is a huge blind spot. We are made aware of these deficiency numbers, but we have no freaking idea what the optimum levels are supposed to be. We know, generally speaking, because we're pretty much all in the system. Not me, not anymore. Oh, you can get out too. We know that under 30 nanograms is considered deficient in that field of chemicalness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's enough to keep you from having full-blown rickets. But to run your body, for your body to run at an optimum level, it should be at least, especially people like Cheryl and myself with autoimmune disease, it should at least be 80 nanograms per deciliter. I'm not kidding you. And if you can get your D levels up to that, your energy levels are going to start to go way up because your mitochondria is still going to begin to get what it needs. So I would do that. I would absolutely concentrate on getting beef or just beef tallow into your mouth. Seriously. Grass-fed beef tallow. It's wait, is she on cholesterol meds too?
Yes.
Son of a bitch. First thing first, cholesterol numbers are a lie. The higher your cholesterol is, oh God, the longer you live. And you think better. Why? Because your brain is 35% freaking cholesterol. See, this thing with me in the medical system, there's things about it that tick me off because there's so much ass backwards misinformation that's out there. Oh my God. Anyway, and I'm dead serious. Please look into this. Those numbers are bullcrap. Let me tell you what taking cholesterol medicine does, actually, because it has zero effect on heart disease. Zero effect. I just did a live about this like last week. Hold on, I got cotton mouth. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry. I will go off on a whole tangent. Is this okay, Jeremy?
She asked another question. Yeah, she did. She said, my kidneys are chronic. Also, I'm doing cranberry juice. What else do you think about that?
First of all, the B vitamins are going to be important for your kidneys also, but vitamin D and your magnesium levels are going to be huge in that. I do not recommend cranberry juice because it's a diabetes bomb. It's just sugar, and it does very little for the urinary tract. What I would do is have mineral salt in my water. But y'all have city water, don't you?
We do, yes.
Son of a bitch.
She drinks bottled water.
Yeah, that's worse. It's got plastics in it. So many plastics. But I mean, that's fine. I have a thing, y'all. It started with one thing. Now it's a very deep obsession. I'm so sorry. I try my best.
That's why we're here.
Let me put a different hat on because I am aware that we live in a very, very toxic world. There is no way to completely avoid it. And I have taken a number of years now, 4 years, to make adjustments in my life. And I have to sometimes remind myself that, hey, girl, it took you 4 years. So let me just back up. But water with mineral salt, seriously. Redmond's real salt, it's you can get it from Amazon and a lot of stores too.
Spell that. Spell it.
Redmonds.
Redmond's?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
And what is this?
It is a mineral salt. It's actually from an ancient sea in Utah, and all of the minerals are in it. It's you'll see different colors in it. It's in the bottom of my water. I can't show you though. I'll pour it on the computer.
I know, right?
Oh, hold on. I'm
taking notes in the chat because Nightbot will keep up with the chat, and I'm putting I'm putting a hashtag in front of it. That way I can go back later and see what you actually recommend for these things, because I've been wanting to have this conversation with you because of
I have to.
Boom, boom.
I have to.
And because of boom, boom, boom.
Bang for your buck, Jeremy. Bang for y'all's buck. It's going to be the vitamin D is going to do the most massive.
The D.
Yeah, but she's got to take magnesium as well, or it doesn't work. It's like trying to drive a car without a key. You can't do it.
Yep.
And doctors, for the most part, they don't know this information, okay? Because this has nothing to do with the medical health area. this is biological. This is how our body works, okay? Not how they are addressing a symptom with a chemical that's going to cause downstream other symptoms. It's what the hell is causing the problem in the first place. And that is where I got myself to. And when I got there, I was like, holy crap. We have no clue what's going on. It's like, oh God, you have to so back out of it to see it. Or that's what I had to do. And I'm so glad I did what I did. By the way, I wouldn't recommend anybody be on, I have a whole bag of medicine that's still in my closet, so I never forget, be on a whole damn bag of medicines and just quit going altogether. That was very extreme, and I understand that. And as it turns out, it worked for me, but I don't recommend people do it. I do not.
Okay, so
yes.
Did you recommend D3 instead of D2?
Oh, fuck yeah. All day. Okay. All day.
Okay.
It's like trying to get your proteins from beans. You're going to get protein, but it's not the right protein. You need meat. You're a freaking animal. And in order to repair your animal meat, you need the same proteins. That's why I'm so all about the beef. It's the most bioidentical food that we have in America. If we were a country that was all right with eating water buffalo, that's even more bioidentical. And I mean, when I say bioidentical, it means it's something your body can take and use. Boom, baby. Not have to take and convert into a thing. That's bullshit, in my opinion. You should give your body as close to what it needs so it can get to work fast, especially for the 83% of Americans that are running on these chronic diseases, which are caused entirely by the food industry. FYI, just my opinion, has nothing to do with Jeremy. Just my opinion.
Baby said marijuana is illegal here, so I can't do any of that. But the doctor will give me the marijuana pills. I just haven't said yes to them.
Say yes.
Okay. Break it down. What are in them? And
the pills?
Yes. What is in them?
I know. I don't even want, listen, just say yes. Then don't take the pills, hit a pipe or something.
Oh.
Then you can account for what's going to be in your pee. That's the only reason I'm saying to say, yeah, I wouldn't take them. I don't know what the hell's in them. And I don't trust the pharmaceutical industry at all. They've never done one damn thing that actually helped me, but it sure did make them rich. No, I'm not for it. I ain't for none of their stuff.
Yeah. Big Rick's in the house.
Is this all right? Am I allowed?
We are not on TikTok.
Okay. I don't know what that means. Dude, I'm not on TikTok. I've never even
we are not on TikTok. Okay. You can do what you want here.
Hey, Big Rick.
But yeah, what's up, Big Rick? Man, we are talking some real stuff here because Meridith is a real person. And she, let's see. Okay. Hold on. Oh,
you are taking notes. Look at you.
I am. Wait, I took notes, but I'm also reading my questions to see if we've already covered it.
Because I will go off. I'm sorry.
I don't want to repeat everything.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, you landed in southeastern Virginia. Beautiful, rural, and quiet. A whole new world. And I've seen only what can fit on my television screen. Describe to me what it looks like whenever Meridith walks out her door. What is your view? What are you looking at?
Well, I mean, honestly, this is going to sound so stupid to some people, but it's just the way I do things now. I just see beautiful. I see life. I see the sun rising or the sun setting, and I see plants in the garden. I hear or see my chickens, sometimes the geese, lots of wild birds, the bugs, the frogs. I mean, there's some traffic noise too sometimes, but it's not bad. I hear the wind on the leaves and sometimes the rain. I mean, it's just the song of nature. It's the heartbeat of the planet. It's the most healing for me thing. It's where I have to be, man. I got to be there. I got to be there.
I hear it. And Cheryl says, talk about the snakes you've caught. I knew we were going to get there eventually because I was about to talk about the girls in the garden. You got chickens out there. You actually have livestock.
They're buttheads. They're they're garden terrorists is what they are. But they always trying to devise a way to get in that dang garden. I'm not playing. I hear their asses out there talking sometimes.
Mhm.
Like 3 of them get together, and it's the same 3 all the time. Little Rojo, Meanie, and one of the fat bottom white girls. Yeah,
Mhm.
they always.
Yep. Okay. So the snakes. What species? Species have you caught? And I know that you do catch and release.
Actually, I've gotten to the point now I don't even bother with them. I just let them do their thing. I'm like, whatever. They're gonna eat a couple of eggs. It's fine.
Right.
So most of them are just eastern black snakes. There's some black racers, essentially the same thing, a lot faster, a little scarier.
Mhm.
And then I have come in contact with a rather sizable cottonmouth, but hey, I just let her be, and she went her own way. So,
Yep.
but that's really that's it's just they're non-venomous, and I mean, I was scared of them in the beginning, and I have done some things in the beginning. I did some things to snakes that I really, really feel terrible about. And you know, part of this is so funny how all these things that seem unconnected are so connected for me. In the process of healing, my brain, frankly, firstly, it works a lot better. Secondly, I found that when you are in a state of healthfulness, it's much easier just to have a kind spirit. And so, upon reflection of the things that had occurred in the past after some brain healing had begun, I realized that my reaction was just that. It was a reaction, and it was out of fear. And so I felt it important to get to know more about snakes so that I wouldn't react in a fearful way, because the fear was just unknown. You know, that's all fear ever is. It's the unknown. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be a reactionary person. And I want to try always, no matter what somebody is doing. I mean, because this applies to people too now. I just want to, instead of reacting or just thinking, what a dumbass, think, what could they be going through? And I might have no idea what they're going through, but I know they're going through something. And I've been through a billion things. And so while I'm not saying, you know, like behaviors are acceptable, I find it easier to function as a person who's not pissed off about the world all the time by taking a minute and thinking about the person on the other side of the anger or the stuff. Same thing with animals, same thing. Like, I had some fox attacks this year. She was unsuccessful, but she tried really, really hard. And y'all, I'm armed. I've been up here shooting live on my channel before. Like, and I'm a good shot too. But I didn't want to hurt her. I really didn't. I understood. She's hungry. She's desperate. The chickens were right there. So, you know, I try to figure out ways around what's typically done or a typical reaction that I may have had in the past. And again, all of this really directly ties to me being in a state of healthfulness, because when your body is running on just way less than it really needs, you know, your brain is part of it, and you're not your true self because your body's working really hard to survive. And so are you, even though you may not even be aware of it. So this is a whole other thing that's become part of my life, Jeremy. That's why I'm a happy hippie now.
And Baby wants to stay on the topic of nerves. Watching the chat, and Jen is going through it as well.
Jen at JJ's, is that who you're talking about?
Jen, DC's wife.
Okay, sorry. There's
the cruise tubers.
There's a couple of Jens then. She's Jan. No, she's Jan. I'm sorry, I got mixed up.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, same exact advice. I would absolutely go for your vitamin D level first and foremost. Again, because a lot of this nerve pain is really just from inflammation. And I mean, it's not necessarily inflammation that's going to show up on that stupid ass blood test. It's inflammation that's going on inside your body. You know, things just aren't running quite right because it's running on empty. If you give your body those things and let it start doing this thing, and oh my gosh, please, if you have nerve pain, B1. Let me get my day. Hold on, let me grab my vitamins. I'll be right back.
Hashtag B1. We're going to add this to the list. I'm hashtagging everything. And speaking of happy hippies, here's another one. Scott's in controversial cruising. Good afternoon and welcome in.
I am a happy hippie, but I am pro supplements. I am absolutely pro supplement. And here's the reason why. We can keep on fooling ourselves thinking we can get our damn vitamins from this food, but we cannot. We cannot, because the way we would have gotten it is from naturally, organically, whole grown food. What we have is chemical nonsense that is, it has very little of any nutrition in it. So we may as well just stop lying to ourselves about it. Okay. We all need to be taking vitamins. Multivitamins are crap. They're good for nothing at all. It's garbage. And those grocery store things, just don't do it. Bioavailable. It's nothing particularly expensive. Listen, y'all, I'm not wealthy. Hold on. I've missed my B vitamin. I got a whole dang basket of it.
Yep. So vitamins, I love it. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not kidding you.
Wow.
I'm not kidding you. We all have vitamin boxes here at our house, and we all take our vitamins every single day without fail.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, at this point in time, 4 years into it, this is the one that I recommend. It's a complex of completely bioavailable stuff.
Hang on. I have to.
Oh, is that backwards?
I got it.
There we go. Okay. Yeah.
Life Extension, Bioactive Complete B Complex. Okay. 60 vegetarian capsules.
I think there might be more than one size of this. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I get it from Amazon, y'all. It's not expensive. It's like $10 a bottle.
Amazon. Don't tell Cheryl.
I'm addicted to Amazon. I got to get off the tit at some point, but that day won't be today.
Okay. Do you stick with that name brand for all of your vitamins?
No. But I've done a lot of research, y'all. There are product lines that are out there that I find to be like, there's what's his name? Dr. Berg. His formulations are amazing. It's just a little pricey for me. So I had to just go through my own thing. Let me give you a rundown. And niacin, y'all, that's also very important, especially, please, ladies especially. Honey, if you are in your head talking shit about yourself, or if you did something embarrassing like farted in front of somebody and you cannot stop thinking about how incredibly you just want to die, you need niacin so bad. So freaking bad. Anyway, so I do recommend this brand. Oh, hold up. Turn around, lady. I do recommend this brand for a lot of things, but this is the vitamin D that I take every day. And just so y'all know, in the winter, at this point, I can address my body's issues and my family's. If they have any kind of a health complaint, I can address it from a nutritional or a food point of view. And I'm not pooping you. I promise you, this has been, listen, I'm super obsessive about stuff. So, yeah. So I know, if Chad's been outside sweating and he's having a headache, well, he needs potassium, a little extra potassium. We need a lot of potassium, and we have no way of getting it in our diets. Bananas are a terrible source of potassium, by the way. But it'll be potassium and magnesium. I'm not kidding y'all. I do not treat anything from the store. And then if there's something that one of these don't address, like say it's a headache that did not respond to this, or to throwing a little salt in your mouth, because that's also, muscle cramps and headaches after being outside. They're typically just because you've lost a lot of electrolytes, and it's just it's in that mineral salt. They're pretty much all there. Anyway, niacin, nothing special. This is like the cheapest brand on Amazon, and it's a lower dose. Don't take niacin without looking into it seriously, because niacin will make you hot. And there are different, just don't do this yet. Do this one for now. Okay. This has it in it and you won't have a heat reaction. We'll talk about this later. It's more involved. Don't do this. Maybe not for beginners. Maybe. Yeah. But okay. These are the 4. No, hold on. There's one missing. This one. You got to get her this one. She has to have this.
Okay.
Okay.
So
vitamin
K.
Yes, it's specifically Super K because it has vitamin K2.
Mm.
That's what you're wondering or wanting. You're wanting vitamin K2. So these are the 4 I recommend every person. Damn it, woman. Sorry, because I'm not getting any money for this, y'all. I'm not a professional at all.
Okay, we'll hold them up and we'll let people screenshot this in 5, 4, 3, 2 1/4, vitamin K5, and then 1. Put it down. Yeah.
All right. These, honest to God, these are the 4 vitamins, and I have contacted or had contact with some people. These are the 4 I recommend. We all need these. I'm telling you, as a population, actually as the world population, we are so deficient in these things and we have no idea, because what deficient means does not mean what the medical industry deems billable. It has nothing to do with that. We're talking about optimum numbers for human health, for the biology of your body. And when you start to, in my opinion, when you start to address your body like the beautiful natural temple, amazing piece of God, this is the most amazing technology ever. When you start addressing it the right way, it starts to talk to you better. Because symptoms stop being the language of the body. They start to resolve. It's like magic, but it's not. Also, it's not instant, y'all. It's not instant. This is not going to fix you overnight. It is going to take some time. It took a long time for our bodies to get in the state that they're in. You know, we've been mostly unaware of the fact that our food doesn't really have the nutrition in it that it's supposed to, that our water systems are, you know, polluted with fluoride and chlorine. You know, there's all sorts of crap in the air, all that, like, it's coming at us from every angle. And there's no need to freak out because it's not going to kill you instantly. It's been doing that slowly for a long time. You can arm your body with the proper biological information so that your body can do its job, which is to repair itself, to recycle those bad things out of the body, which also takes time for your body to do. These things are so important. And if you decide that you are interested in, like, maybe pursuing this for yourself, I just want people to be aware. It's not like chemical medicine. Chemical medicine gives you a pretty rapid reaction, or, you know, stops you from noticing the symptoms going on while the whole problem is still happening in the background, which is like madness to me. So I don't know. That's just where I'm at, y'all. Don't use Gatorade, baby. No.
And she was talking about the steroids that they give her for inflammation. Yep, that drives up her blood sugar. And
it also does something else. This is the most horrifying thing. I was on so many steroids for so many years, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, oh God, doc, I just need the prednisone. Please give me that prednisone. Because it makes you not feel what's going on. It also eats up the collagen from your joints. It literally strips your joints, your body dry of your cushion for not just, you know, your knees, your spine, your wrists, your tendons, even. This stuff, y'all, we've got to stop this craziness. We just accept what they give us and think we have to take it. No, we don't. There are other ways and better ways to address the problems that we have. It's best to do that before they get into something major. And also, you know the big C, and I'm not talking about the vid. The big
other
C.
one.
Yeah. Vitamin D is so freaking crucial in that fight. It's huge. Oh my God. So many doctors outside of our country have released so many studies. This stuff is real. Y'all. Like, if vitamin D in particular, just as an example, if it was not important, why would our bodies make it? And you know how your body makes it? It starts like this. The sun hits your skin. It converts cholesterol in your skin, which you're not going to be making if you're on a freaking statin or whatever. See, there's crazy overlapping connections here. But also, having sunlight be the primary source of your vitamin D is really, really difficult. We are all probably older. If you are darker skinned, like my man or your old lady, those things keep us from absorbing quite as much as we used to be able to. On top of that, we don't really go outside. And when we do, we slap on all kinds of sunscreen and sunglasses and all this. Listen, I get it. I was so incredibly photosensitive for, oh God, like seriously, my whole life. I used to have tinfoil on my windows because light used to hurt my eyes so bad. It felt like I had knives in there. That crap is all vitamin. It's all a deficiency of vitamins. It's just an imbalance in your body, and your body doesn't have what it needs. Exposure to sunlight, one of the best things you can do for your eyes, literally. You know, I used to wear eyeglasses.
I remember the early days with Darren when you were on, and I do believe I recall that.
It's actually in my little circle picture thing. Yeah, I still have my eyeglasses on, and that my eyes healed
That's
themselves.
where I saw it. That it's on your picture. Yeah, yep. Okay, here's the burning question of the day. Do you grow marijuana in your
Not
garden?
this year, but yeah.
Yeah, normally?
Yeah.
They let you do they let you be a grower?
Yeah, it's legal.
Okay.
Let me free country.
Do they let you?
Yeah, you're allowed to here in Virginia.
Okay, very good. I'm trying to speak the other language here. I'm really trying to speak the other language here. Do they let you? Right. And yeah, speaking of addiction, let's get addicted to Amazon and get these vitamins. And for the listeners on the podcast, can you give them the basic rundown of the vitamins they may want to consider getting on Amazon?
Yes.
Because I told the people to visually.
And I'll tell you why real quick too.
Yeah.
I use Now brands on the vitamin D. In my opinion, you shouldn't take anything less than 10,000 international units a day. And that's if you're in peak health. To make sure that the vitamin D does anything, magnesium. I personally take 420 milligrams twice a day.
I was wondering, was that on accident or on purpose?
It was divine. It was divine. Okay. Yeah, wasn't on purpose.
Good.
Okay, now you need these two together. Vitamin D and magnesium work together. You can't use them apart. I'm sorry, they come apart. This one right here is so important, especially for people who have potential for heart disease. Your vitamin K2 directs your calcium into your bones and teeth rather than allowing it to just settle in damaged areas of your arteries, in which case it's building up plaque and potentially causing down the road problem. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. And not this one. I held up the wrong one. This one, the complete B complex, which the one I use is Life Extensions. It's because it's a bioavailable form. So when I give this to my body doesn't have to do 10,000 more steps to make it something I can utilize. That's the whole point of it. So these four, again, in my opinion, I think I held up the wrong four earlier because I am under the influence of plant medicine. These are the four. If we want to try one more time, dang it, I suck at this. I'm so sorry, Jeremy. You're like a professional. Sorry. Over this way. There we go.
Yeah. Boom.
The Super K is turned around. Anyway, these four. Yeah, there they are. These are the ones I take every day.
Vitamin D3.
Yes.
Magnesium.
Yes.
Super K.
Yes.
Complete B complex.
Correct.
Yes.
What about magnesium? By the way,
what about C though? Let's talk about vitamin C.
What about it? I don't need
our bodies don't make it. So how does Crooked Peach recommend that we get the vitamin C that we need?
Eat your fruits. But more importantly, there's a lot of other things. There's a lot of other foods. Well, and if you grow it yourself, it's even better. But bioorganic, it's the best source. So sweet potatoes and greens, they provide you with a lot of those vitamins. But if you need a supplement, I rarely need a vitamin C supplement, but I do take it sometimes. Mm-hmm. It's that Now brand also.
Okay.
Typically, I take it to amplify niacin. And again, niacin's a whole other thing. I don't know if you want to be getting into that today. It's not basic health.
It'll be for the next show. We'll do advanced medicine with Crooked Peach on the next show.
And then I have an exercise regimen also for everybody, especially if you feel like crap and don't even want to bother. Don't work out. Don't do it. It's stupid. But move your body. give you in this way. I'm not saying go pick this or that up or, hit this number of steps. No. What I'm saying is take time to go outdoors. Move your body in a gentle way, as slowly as you need to. It does not matter. Your goal is your goal. Your goal is the next step or one more step tomorrow. It's not what somebody else said, and it doesn't have to happen in a gym. Damn sure doesn't need to be happening in physical therapy. Move your body, do it gently, and please do it with love. Really important, in my opinion.
Do it with intent also.
Right.
I have been listening to a lot of ads for some unnecessary thing that they want me to buy. But in that ad was a whole lot of truth. If you just walk around, if you simply just walk around whenever you are otherwise sitting and could be doing something else, then your body's going to thank you for it.
For sure.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You don't even have to go outside. You can literally walk around in your house. And there was a big creator. I'm not sure if you're aware of him, but it's Don's Family Vacations or just Don. Okay. He has a personal health journey of the C word. Okay. And what they told him is literally walk around. And he has an island in his kitchen, and he used to do, I'm not sure if it was vlogs or live streams, but during his health journey, he was explaining, well, my doctor told me to do this, so I'm walking around my kitchen island. And that makes sense. Just walk around inside your house. Do that.
Yeah.
It don't have to be, you're not counting reps. You're not trying to impress nobody. Just do something to get your heart rate going, mainly is what that's for. Let's pump these good vitamins down deep into your toes.
Even really being realistic in the place a lot of people are and maybe won't even admit out loud. For a lot of people, it's not even going to be getting their heart rate up. For a lot of people, and I was there, it's being able to get to the commode or to the kitchen sink, or to have enough energy to fold a basket of laundry that somebody else maybe had to bring into. Like, it doesn't matter what the heck it is. It doesn't. It's just, please just do one thing for yourself. It does not have to be big. Every tiny little victory builds a foundation. It does. It seems like it's nothing, but for freak's sake, yes, it is. And your mindset has so much to do with it. Truthfully, I don't speak out negativity. Sometimes I accidentally will start to exclaim it, but I just don't do that anymore. And it's really helping with everything. Yeah.
It eases the mind whenever you don't allow it in. And then when your mind has been transformed, it just really don't even matter, because guess what? You didn't know about it before you heard it.
Right. Well, what you end up doing when you do these little steps and start being more positive, like for instance, on my channel, I issued a challenge on Friday for folks to just commit to 48 hours of not saying bad things out loud about yourself. Had nothing to do with the thought process, because you're going to have thoughts, but just that one thing, it can literally change how it changes how you receive things, because it changes what you put out into the world. And so that's all part of it. In my opinion, it's all highly connected. It's not a singular thing. It's multifaceted, multi-step, but we got to start somewhere. And I think the best place for all of us to start is going to be to restore our biological needs.
Yep. Okay, so we talked about my gardening fail. What has been your biggest gardening fail so far?
Oh, hold up.
Yeah, go back. Like go deep.
There's so many. There's just so many.
The biggest one, like the one that may have broken your heart, because maybe some things that were living might have died, or it might have been some kind of something that could have been done differently too.
It was definitely something that could have been done differently. I think the biggest heartbreak that I've had, and it was early. I think it was the first year that I gardened, which this is only year 4. Hello, me and the garden, we're growing together.
Yeah, you're like toddlers right now together. Wow, this is nice.
Yeah. So I had these, what I thought were gorgeous gorgeous San Marzano tomatoes. My favorite tomato to in my opinion at the time. It's changed since then, but it was my favorite tomato because I always got these Italian ones in a can. Yeah, that it was not the same here. Listen, they looked so pretty, but the bottom of them were just as black and shriveled up. Like, in the insides of them were black and shriveled up. It's the worst thing ever. But I just thought I was all that at first. I was like, oh, look at that. Look, I'm growing tomatoes. Never bothered looking at the bottom of them. And the whole problem was calcium. And because I was a shitty waterer. I just was bad. And it wasn't because I wanted to be bad. It was because I just had very little energy. If I was able to, in the very first year of gardening, if I could be outside for 15 minutes, that was awesome. But it also took several hours to recuperate from that. And I'm not kidding. I would get so winded. I had to use inhalers all the time. I had heart issues. I had palpitations. They talked about AFib. I don't know. I don't care. All the things that they said. I had so many treatments for different autoimmune diseases and conditions. Was FYI, just my opinion based on a shit ton of research. All autoimmune diseases are vitamin D deficiency born. That causes every one of them. That's the root cause, rather, of all of them. It's not the sole fix for it, because it's such a fake sugary world. But yeah, it's where it turns on. That's because we have no freaking vitamins, but vitamin D being the biggest driver of that. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And they're preaching drink more water. Well, guess what water does? It rinses out the minerals that your body needs. Like,
if you drink too much, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's why like my mom has a lot of fluid around her lungs. Okay, been retaining fluid. And so they had to, like, get that out of there. And I'm thinking, if you sit inside an air conditioned place all day, you really don't need that much water. You need some to survive, but you don't have to drink gallons of it like they say to. It's
nobody should be drinking gallons of water. And also, here, I felt like this was a big piece of misinformation that I was given, and that was that if your pee isn't clear, then you're dehydrated. Well, that's complete and utter bull crap, because if your pee's clear, then what is your body filtering?
Right.
Nothing. Yeah. You do need water. You need to drink when you're thirsty. See, but that's a whole other thing we've forgotten. We don't know when we're thirsty or hungry or any of those things. For a large number of us, we don't know. We mistake a lot of those same signals for the wrong. Like, a lot of times we think that we're hungry, and it's really a thirst response. It's so strange that we're not given the right information. And it's, again, it's just not in that system, y'all. It's not what they're taught. It's not their fault.
And I know what you mean. Yeah. I wake up and I drink a big old cup of coffee. You see it during the show. It's my big Google cup, right? Okay. I will drink that thing in the morning. Not a drop of water before.
Yeah.
But then I start talking and I'll start burping through the news. You'll notice that. My stomach is gurgling, telling me, Jeremy, you're hungry. But all I got to do is take one sip of water, fixes the whole entire response from my stomach.
A whole lot of times, that's all it is.
I'm thirsty and I'm thinking that I'm hungry. All I got to do is drink one sip of water, and boom, it fixes it. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'll tell you another little secret. You want to know why America's fat? Not because they lack willpower, not because they don't go to a damn gym.
Right.
We're fat because we're starving for freaking nutrition, and we snack, we graze all the freaking time. We're never satisfied.
Yeah.
Because it's not giving our bodies what our body needs. I used to be such a snack hoe. I mean, all the time I had to have something in my mouth virtually every minute of the day. And I was a porker. I mean, I was a fatty. I promise you. Yes, I was. And the thing is, it has nothing to do with willpower, which in my opinion is not even real. It's a freaking marketing buzzword. You have will. You have power. But when you are under the influence of this fake food, it's like a drug. Seriously, that's how it acts on your brain. How are you supposed to have power over that? You can't. So as far as I'm concerned, that's all hoo-ha and nonsense. When you start eating nothing but, and it takes time to get there, okay? You can't just change your whole life unless you're like a millionaire. If you're a millionaire, you probably don't have this problem. But, you start making changes in And a year into it, you realize that you're nothing but clean eating. And well, wait a minute, you don't really want snacks anymore. Why? Because you're satiated. Holy shit, you got real food in your body. Ding ding, congratulations. It's not about willpower. It has nothing to do with that. I mean, really, it doesn't. And we don't know it, and we beat ourselves up over it like it's our fault because we just so weak, or we have the worst genetics.
It's
so I know
it's ingrained into the system. It is systemic. What's widely available to the masses has been deemed to be safe by everybody, and the neighbors all can't be wrong, right?
I mean, listen, just because somebody's not keeling over immediately upon eating something does not mean that they're not damaged. The whole mental health crisis, the prison system, schools, nursing facilities, hospitals, all of these things would drastically change just with the advent of nothing but actual food. People are living on, I don't know, I can't even call it emergency rations. It's fake ass food. And you get sick, your body starts to break down. Part of your body breaking down is mental illness. I mean, aggressiveness in particular. We think people are just out here in the world making bad choices. I wholeheartedly disagree. I used to be addicted to drugs. For almost 10 years, I was an opiate fiend. That whole thing had me. This was the biggest problem. B vitamins in particular, are so important for your brain. It's just ridiculous. The misinformation that's out there is ridiculous. There was a doctor, he was actually one of many doctors, Canadian, in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, might have just been 50s and 60s. I do believe his name was Dr. Abram. I can't remember the whole name, but Abram. You should be able to find it. He even has the YouTube stuff. So he treated alcohol addiction and cured people consistently. Also, bipolar disorder and schizophrenia with niacin and vitamin C. Why do we know this? Why is this not widely? Why are so many of our people on freaking chemical drugs? We have actually no clue how much damage it actually does. It doesn't fix anything. Just because you don't realize a symptom does not mean the shit is fixed. But that's the part we're not seeing. Because we're all busy and trying really hard to make it from one day to the next. And like you said, that's how the system's made. The whole thing. It's a big ass setup. Yeah.
It is it's ingrained into all of the advertising. The reason why people love things, it's because they see them all the time. You go to the grocery store, you get these things. It's convenient. It takes less time.
That part. Convenience kills.
But I grew up in a time and also in an area where things were cooked all day on a stove. And I do remember tending to the garden whenever I was a kid. Okay, that's why I'm right here with you. I used to have to pull weeds. I grew my own green onions on the side of the shed. That was my green onion patch. Okay. I really know what you're talking about. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to for you to put all of everything that you've been talking about recently and your upcoming research all into a nutshell. That way everybody knows what Crooked Peach is talking about and why you're doing it.
Why I'm doing it.
And the why is the most important part. We can all feel better.
Yeah. Because I'm tired of seeing suffering. I watched my mother die. And it took 30 years for it to happen. And I mean, it was painful. Here's the part that really matters, though. I had every single thing she had. Every single thing. And my numbers were almost exactly the same as hers. I should not be here right now. That should not happen. She never should have had such an extended death. She didn't get to live a whole lot. And as it turns out, this is the reason. The lack of actual food, because without actual food, you're not getting what you need. And your body, it robs Peter to pay Paul constantly. It'll steal from your bones. Oh, God, so much from your bone. Matter of fact, you know what bone pain is?
A lack
That's what it is. It's not. It's a freaking lack of vitamin D. calcium has nothing to do with it. Lack of calcium, that crap comes in way, 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 way down the road. And that is because, your body has been robbing your bones, because that's where you store the most minerals, in your bones and your bone marrow. That's what growing pains are too. It's a vitamin deficiency. This is some bull crap that people are suffering from, things like this. It drives me absolutely up the wall. People that are addicted, in my opinion, people that are addicted to drugs have huge vitamin deficiencies. And that's the first thing that should be addressed, the deficiencies first. And then they can take on some behavior modification. But just to think people can just change is ridiculous. Also, though, to think that people are just choosing to like be a drug. Who the hell wakes up and thinks, oh, I want to be an addict today? Nobody wants that. They're not just choosing that over you. They are ruled by the thing. Well, here's my thing now. The real question I think we should be asking is, why is it ruling the person? Why? Because it's not a moral failure. The mistreatment
it's keeping them in the feeling that other things are otherwise robbing them of.
Exactly.
It's keeping them in the feeling in which other things are robbing them of. I know addiction.
I know addiction
firsthand.
And I'm like I just admitted, I am too. I'm not ashamed of it. Shit, I'm hot as hell. I'm gonna turn my AC on. Hold on. I'm telling you.
It's replacing something else. That's all it's doing.
Yeah, it is. All these people that are in jail, first of all, a lot of it is unjust bullshit laws. Granted. But these people that go to jail, they come from a subset of people who are typically, most of them, not all of them, more violent. I'm serious. If you take the time to look, see the data, see where these people are coming from, see the freaking food deserts that they live in. No wonder they act like that. And then they go to prison and they're fed the exact bullshit. Same diet at a hospital. It's the most inflammatory way to feed a human being. It's not food. Exact same shit as in our schools. And we do this unknowingly, but this is happening to us and our children while we're unaware. And we want our kids just to sit down and shut the hell up. So then they end up getting put on, Concerta or whatever. Like, this is ridiculous. This whole system is bullshit. And like, I'm really going off on a tangent now. Frankly, I think it's time for us, we the people, to say it's enough. And the only way we're going to have that happen is to take it into our own hands. Not in an ugly way, but just listen, stop participating in this shit. Stop buying it. Just stop. Question everything deeply. I promise you, the truth you've been given is at best, it's incomplete. And I'm dead serious about everything.
Yep.
Yeah. I got fired. I'm sorry. I got into it.
This is the show for it because we share a lot of every piece of belief and cornerstone of everything you have just now said. Okay. This is the show that it needs to be said on.
Okay. All right.
I wrote a song about school shootings.
I'm so over schools. I want the whole fucking system.
Okay, listen to me, Cricket Beach. Listen to me. I'm so sorry. I said on the necessary school supply list, there needs to be 3 flak jackets. One for the student, one for the teacher, and the other one who forgot to lock the door.
Hey, no worries, honey, because we already have our first AI run school.
Nice.
All AI freaking faculty here in America.
Where is this place? Hold on.
Arizona.
Arizona.
Okay. Yeah, this is the most insane shit I have ever heard. I don't know where we're going, but I don't want to be a part of that. I just want to go, like, let's just all of our hippie-hearted people, let's just come together, buy one giant piece of land and screw them. Let's just do life different, because this is crap. This is crap. I just don't want to participate in this part of it. I'm not. I want people to feel good.
Arizona is at the forefront of AI-driven K-12 education, featuring specialized institutions that utilize artificial intelligence platforms such as 2-hour learning to condense core academic instruction in just 2 hours a day. The remainder of the school day focuses on life skills workshops and project-based mentoring.
You want to look up something freakier than that? There are already schools in other countries that are just, even the principals are AI. I'm not kidding. They're freaking AI, the entire thing. But here's the big thing. I can't remember what the country, I want to say Taiwan, but I might be wrong. There's actually an elected freaking political figure. It's an AI. It's a freaking AI.
I wonder if I can get Catalyst hired because I have my own AI studio. I do,
No.
but I do. Like I'm an AI creator, but I use it to visually do things and to
Listen,
write code.
I'm not anti AI. I'm not. I'm anti
Right.
data centers the way they're doing the data centers, but
Sure.
I'm not even anti that. What I am is anti the anti-human movement. I'm against. And
Right.
that's exactly what seems to be going. Everything cannot be automated because at some point it's not humans anymore.
Right.
Can't just think we can go and have parts exchanged. I'm sorry, we don't live in Terminator. Or if y'all do, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be. No, I don't want no parts of it.
We want to make
No.
our parts better.
Yes,
We want to make that because
the best they can be. Yeah.
I'm missing a part. Okay, and I know you know that. I had a part surgically removed from me
No, I don't know.
last year. My gallbladder.
Oh, that
Gallbladder.
and that sucks. I hate that for you because
Yeah.
now the most healthy meat that you can eat is more difficult for you to digest, and you've probably been told not to eat it, which is complete and utter bullshit.
I eat my beef because
Good
I
for
live
you.
with Cheryl.
If
I
it
eat my
gets
beef
difficult,
because I live with Cheryl.
good. If it gets difficult or hard on your digestive system, please start supplementing with a good bile salt.
hmm
Seriously, it helps.
Mild salt.
Because that's what you're missing without your gallbladder. You don't have that bile, and that bile is necessary in order to extract every bit of nutrition out of your food. Without it, you're kind of just eating the shit. So, man, I'm sorry. I'm getting real
It's
comfortable.
okay. It's okay. It's fine.
I
Danny B and Liz has made it in. Hey, hey, hey. And Savage Bloggers in the house. Football's back in. It's about time to start talking some smack. So we will see you in. Yeah, exactly, Danny. Where's the beef?
Mm-hmm.
We do
Yeah.
eat beef.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of
Mm-hmm.
fact, we got a real good deal on a whole big old brisket.
Good for
And
you. Good
yeah,
for
we
you.
did. We bought it. I'm not going to stop eating.
Good. I want to say something else though. It's see everything that I've done, everything I've ever spoken
And
about.
oil. I'm sorry to stop you,
Oh,
but what
no, you're
what
fine.
what oil replacement in the event that we would like to fry something would you recommend?
Beef tallow.
Beef tallow.
Beef tallow. But
Okay.
it's going to be a little pricey. It's like $40 for a gallon of tallow unless you make it yourself, and that's going to depend on your abilities and if you have it near you. So second to that, I would say avocado, organic avocado oil. That has a very high smoke point. You can actually fry in it. Olive oil, I wouldn't do anything other than a saute. It just degrades. And no other oil should be heated ever. That's actually the whole problem with the toxic lamp oil they sell on food store shelves. Firstly, it was a commercial lubricant. Vegetable oil is not for humans. It was a commercial freaking lubricant. It was also a commercial lamp oil. And then it was rebranded. And ever since then, heart disease has been an issue. And you've been told it was you because you were eating animal meat, and it was a lie. Sorry. What'd you say about beef tallow? Yeah, grass-fed. Yeah.
Grass-fed beef tallow.
Mm-hmm. But so the easiest to access and least expensive is going to be your avocado oil. If you do decide that you want to absolutely take the time, invest in yourself and healthy fats for your body and your brain, and go ahead and get some tallow, understand this. You can run that tallow every time you cook in it. Run that tallow through a sieve with a paper towel or something. Get the sediment out. You can reuse tallow over and over again, not indefinitely. When it starts to darken a bit, that's when you're going to be like, okay, back off. So it's not a once and done thing. And because if it was, God, that would be incredibly expensive.
There's a bacon grease container it's got like really fine, really microscopic holes in it that catches all of the bacon droppings out of the bacon grease and drops it below. It's a stainless steel container.
Oh, I
It's a
want one of
stainless steel
those.
container. Just look for bacon grease container for your stove because you can reuse bacon grease.
Oh, I
You
do.
really can.
I take my I take a little sieve or a little whatever how you call it, and put one of the paper towels that I had the bacon sitting on,
Mm-hmm.
and pour it through there. And yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. I save all my fat. I save my fat
Yep.
even from the ground beef. I have jars of it in the refrigerator. It's beautiful white grass-fed beef fat. It's amazing. I don't know when I'll use it, but I'm going to use it. Everything is, Cheryl. It's all the shit is refined. And yeah, let's just, since you've mentioned this, got to read the label. Let's talk about that for one hot
the
second,
label,
right?
yeah.
First of all, First of all, you have to have a damn chemical engineering degree to know what you're reading on the label. Okay, but secondly, I mean, it's good news for some folks, but I don't think it's good news for us. It's okay, people. The industry has heard your complaints, and this is how they're addressing it. They're just removing the damn ingredient list and putting a QR code up there because they know you're going to be too lazy or too busy to take the time to scan the code and do that.
Or your eyes may not be able to read text that small.
A number of things. There are millions of different ways around keeping people from seeing. The first and foremost thing is keep people scared and distracted and in a hurry. Because if you can remain in those states, you are so easy to manipulate. So easy. And you don't think you are, but you are. Here's how you can test this theory. If you are getting triggered, they got you. You can get out, though. You can. I'm telling you, y'all, it's not that hard. And truthfully speaking, and this isn't just what happened with me. Listen, this same health benefits has happened to Chad. Other people in my family, some of my friends have done this. Like, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it takes time, but I feel like health and addressing it in a biological way is the only way that we're actually going to dig ourselves out of this place of sickness and weakness. And if we're not strong, it's going to be hard. Because what we have upcoming, I was about to speak on this, what we have upcoming, y'all, the food situation is getting incredibly dire. And talking about in a more futuristic way. If you actually take, because I don't watch the news, but I keep myself informed. If you pay any attention to what's going on right now with food in Europe, you can see what is downstream for us. This has just been a terrible, terrible year for food production. And what we have available, generally speaking, on the shelves right now is from last year or from the last harvest.
Mm-hmm.
Food is going to get much more expensive. So we need to be frugal. We need to be paying attention. In my opinion, we need to be practical about any stocking up that we may do. And as far as beef is concerned, if you are at all able, please go on Google, do a Google search, find a local beef farm near you and inquire as to purchasing a quarter beef, half beef, or if you have the storage and the money, a whole beef, which is a whole entire cow. Your local is going to be a better way to go because it's always going to be less expensive. And also, it's not going to be as full as the other stuff. If you can get grass-fed only, that would be amazing. Because grain-fed, listen, those animals are not being fed the greatest thing. And if your animal isn't being provided with the proper things, then how much you think you can get from that animal? That's why I won't eat a damn thing from Walmart. Not one. None. Actually, no grocery store meat outside of the Canadian bacon that I eat. Because bacon is a food group.
Bacon is a food group. Yes. Yes, it is. Bacon is its own food group, to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is one of the most versatile things out there. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love this conversation. We're going to keep it going because
I'm so happy. I was like, I was very excited to talk to you, but I didn't know how much we were going to be able to really get into. And I was like, I don't know, some of this stuff.
We need to know why we have to question everything. Because if a person doesn't have a reason to question everything, if they think they are living healthy according to what everybody, their neighbors, says, then they are being misled.
Yeah, everybody's being misled.
The reason why we have to question everything is because we are being lied to by a system that cares about corporations. Don't ever forget that we live in a capitalist nation, or a nation that was built on capitalism. And their job is to keep you chasing the number one drug, which is money. We could talk about that if you want to. I would rather talk about it because that is a core cause of a lot of these things that we're talking about.
Because this country is not a country. This place is run by industry. Politicians have very little of any power. So if you think, like, for instance, if you think Trump is an asshole, it doesn't matter because there is somebody's arm up his ass. Okay. You need to understand what the truth is here. And the only way we can affect industry without causing our own really rapid deaths is to stop as much as we can buying their shit. Just period. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Don't know how to do it? Figure it out. You know what I did? Do you know what I did last week? I made ketchup. I can do anything. I swear to you, I can do anything. I grew the tomatoes. I cooked the tomatoes and it's the most amazing tasting ketchup. I don't know why. Again, I don't know why this ketchup thing has just fired me up, y'all. But I'm just saying, if I can make ketchup, we can do anything. We can do anything. And we don't have to just sit back and take it. But we don't have to take up arms and try to fight it either. If the fight comes to us, all right, let's throw down.
No, but the way that you fight the way that you fight smart is really what you just now said, because if you hit them where it hurts,
Yep.
which is their bottom line,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like, what would I do if my views were hurting? What would I do if my views were hurting as a corporation or said business trying to earn my customers' trust?
Mm-hmm.
What would I do if my views were down? I would adjust my approach.
Yeah.
I would advertise more. I would give you something that your itching ears want to hear to make you want more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these are like predatory tactics, and it's ingrained into the system. This is where I'm coming to it from. It's like, stop focusing on the advertising, number one,
Right.
and number two, if you don't know it's for sale, you cannot see it.
I can't even watch sports for the advertising now. You're right about the advertising. It's everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
It's brainwashing. That's what it is. It's freaking brainwashing.
But
It's in our
according to
schools.
Peach, yeah, and then according to Peach, homemade ketchup will fix us all. It really will.
Well,
Homemade ketchup. That is the hashtag for today.
what it did is, and again, I don't know why that did. It's not like the first thing I figured out how to make. Okay, I learned how to make bread. It took some time. I make mayonnaise. No problem. Ain't no big deal. I can make pickles. What? But ketchup. Ketchup was so mysterious and thick and magical, and like, I can't do that.
Okay.
The hell you say? The hell you say?
Request, though. I do have a special request. Can you do a Heinz 57 copycat?
I don't know. I don't eat that crap.
I know it's steak sauce. Okay.
I mean, I know what it is, but no. You know why? Because I eat beef that doesn't need sauce.
I know.
Sorry.
Hey, I have a new smoker, and I'm going to be doing some things that don't require sauce too. So I get it. It's good. Your beef supplier. I know you don't eat meat from Walmart. Where do you recommend that people get their meat from?
Back to what I just said. The Google search. Look for a local beef farm. And honestly, I can't imagine that somebody doesn't have something near them somewhere, because there's actually cattle farms all over, smaller cattle farms. They're not going to be part of the numbers, by the way, that they're letting people know. Yeah, we do have the lowest beef stock since the 70s, and the population has, rapidly risen. It's going to be less expensive locally. If you cannot, there's paleo freaking, I can't even think of the name because I don't use it. There are a couple of beef suppliers that you can get wonderful beef from. Matter of fact, Joel Salatin, Polyface Farms, is one of them. He's actually here in Virginia, a little northwest from where I'm at. But I'm just do a search. You're not likely to find this kind of stuff at an affordable level at a grocery store. You can find it, the grass-fed beef stuff, but it is difficult. And it's expensive. So just initially, unless you have the money and you want to just do your thing. But, if you're trying to be frugal and practical because that's the right way to be for your life, then I would absolutely just recommend people look for local beef. And a lot of times it's not just beef. They'll have pork and chickens, typically pasture raised.
We have a place. It's a meat market. It's called Gorman's Meat Market, and it's in Terrell, Texas. Like, we have to drive to go there. But I actually saw people come in and says, I got a dead animal in my truck. They told him literally to bring it around the back. It was a deer processing place, but it's like, if you got meat coming in that fresh, I think it would be better to get it from there. And they got meat packs that you can get for $100, $200, and it's all.
That's the kind of thing, in my opinion, buying bulk, if you can, right now, it'll put you ahead of the game. And I don't mean buy in bulk and just store it away, or buy in bulk and eat directly out of that. I mean, think about this, y'all, it's really going to be hard. This time next year, life is not maybe going to feel quite as breezy and easy.
Sure.
Unless we're armed up for it. And the thing, what you just said about the meat, that's something else. Practical skill knowledge. That's something we should all be trying to pay some attention to also.
Learn how to cook.
Learn how to cook, learn how to grow food, learn how to butcher an animal. Learn a little basic electrician work, some basic carpentry skills, how to, change your own damn oil. Just practical thing, how to sew. That's one of my goals is to, I don't know how to sew. I mean, I can put a button on. It's hard to use that button, but I can do it. I'm trying to learn all the things. And so my next hill to climb will be teaching myself how to sew. It's all dependent on when I get a sewing machine. So I actually put a bug in my father-in-law's ear because he's a thrift store junkie. I love that about him. I told him if he sees a nice little inexpensive one, please grab it for me, because I don't leave home much anymore, and I know you know that, but that's because I just can't. The world is just, no, I can't.
You know how you keep from staying sick though? Stop going places.
Well, I mean, the guys go out, and I do go out. I do go out. I don't like to, but
all summer long, we have not been sick.
Good for y'all.
We have not been sick all summer long. Not one single germ has entered this household. Baby's doctor showed up the other day sniffling, and I'm like, oh, okay. Here, here's a napkin. Let's talk about it. No germs come in here. We don't go anywhere. And if you don't have to go anywhere, just stay at home.
I mean, I gave up driving because I just don't want to drive anymore. And in doing that, honest to God, that I was like, oh wow, that was really smart. I should have done that a long time ago. Because it protected me from myself, honestly, in a lot of ways. It protected me from impulsive spending, or even more impulsive trash picking up, because I had a big old issue. I still do. Don't let me drive past a pile of useful shit, okay? Because I'm gonna jump out the car.
It's getting recycled. Or upcycled.
Because sometime 12 or 14 years from now, I know I'm gonna need that. That's why.
Right.
Well, but that that really helped me. And also, I talk about the quiet inside your own mind, having the ability to become quiet. It's not just about where you live at. In fact, it's not necessarily where you live at all. It's a lot of times what you maybe have just become accustomed to. Like I used to have a TV on all the time. Didn't necessarily be watching it, but it would be on all the time. I went through periods of my life where I would binge watch crime TV and all. Like, I can promise you this right now: if you're binge watching crime TV, it is damaging your psyche. But I didn't used to know that. All that crap's off now. I don't listen to just random music because I don't want to be bothered by commercials either. I hate them, like, with a burning passion. I just have all that background noise, all of it that I possibly can have off. And anytime I can get outside and listen to something seriously, like the frogs at night, man, there's something about it. You sit out there, or even sometimes I can just be laying here on my bed and open the window and kind of put my head as far out the window as I can. And it just, I feel like I could travel with this. It's just the most amazing thing to get in tune with something that's natural, instead of the doom and gloom of the scrolling or of the TV, or the horrible freaking lyrics in music anymore, and the commercials for all the things that you must have or you must be scared of. Like, all that, it's just, I'm so sick and tired of it. But the quiet part, man, it's not as difficult as I would have thought. It's so wonderful that it allows your brain to actually, like, turn back on. Because honestly, I think I was kind of under an influence of all those, like the brainwashing and all the things and all of the tragedies around the world all the time. Like, I couldn't even pay attention to my own life, especially as an empath. Oh, I didn't know I was, though. I didn't know. I thought everybody felt the same things that I feel. I did not know. I didn't know until recently, the last few years, I learned about my autism and my empathy, and it made me easier to understand. It made me more fearful to be myself, though, for a minute. I was like, oh my God, I'm the freakiest of all the freaks. I'm not even close. There's so many of us, and we're not freaks. We're not. No, I think that we tend to, by the way, we tend to gravitate toward each other. So if you didn't know that you're a neurodivergent person, here's your sign. You are. Because we gravitate toward each other. It's a huge spectrum of things. I believe strongly that we are wired for the planet, not for bright lights, big city, but for the planet. And I think that so many of us live our entire lives unaware of that and outside of the system of nature, and we're just so off. But that's just a theory I have.
Where you are now is how I started my life.
Oh, dude.
I grew up in a small town. I grew up in a small town starting at the age of 5, 6, or 7, somewhere along in there.
Mm-hmm.
In a small town called Kinder, Louisiana.
Right.
Where the Coshada Indian tribe really is. And now they have a really super huge casino out there. But I grew up there before all the hoopla came.
Mm-hmm.
Very small town. I was surrounded by woods, and I grew up on a gravel road on 1 acre. Okay, so the piece that you speak of, I know that piece, and I began with that piece, and I've been trying to gain it ever since.
This will help. I swear to you, this will help a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
Another thing, I don't know. I don't know if you're affected.
Too.
It absolutely is. I know, because you get it's like this in there sometimes. Like it's just so much. It's almost overwhelming, all the loudness or the noise or the information or people's perfume and deodorants, and I'm like, oh my God, that's a whole thing for me though. Like, but another thing that I have found is having some little noise canceling headphones can be incredibly helpful.
Mm-hmm.
This is a newer thing too. I got this because the dude across the street kept shooting a damn machine gun.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out my gun ones work way better, but this is wonderful. Like, I'll put it on and just dance around because you can be in your own like music space and not bothering other people.
Right.
Big deal. Awareness. It all comes down to that. I think in that regard is just being aware of how things affect you, how you may affect other things, because you can't address what you're not paying attention to. And there's so many things I think we don't give a second thought to. We're like, oh yeah, it's not bothering anything. Like, but it is. It might not be something immediate. It's building up, and we got to turn it down. I think most of us have to turn it down.
Turn down your brain, for sure.
Yeah, it's huge. It's such a big deal. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Turn down all the noise, and then once all the noise is gone, enjoy the silence, because the silence is free. Silence is free. You don't have to pay for it. Mm-hmm. You really don't, and it's always here. You have to listen for it, and then listen beyond the silence to see where your brain can take you creatively. Now I want to shift toward Meridith, the creator.
Oh crap! I suck. I'm a terrible creator.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree, and let me tell you why.
All right.
I watch a lot of lifestyle channels. I have a lifestyle channel now. Like I'll take y'all down the road, or I'll join me in the yard to just cut the grass or something like that. It's called a lifestyle channel.
Oh, I didn't even know.
And what you do is the dancing in the kitchen allows us to have a little party with you in the morning. The explaining what these plants need is helping the people with the gardening. Okay. Mm-hmm. The serious moments that you have, and you fighting off the foxes and, dealing with the snakes and stuff like that, you're teaching people how to effectively become independent and putting into practical ways the things that you're talking about as a creator. And as a result, you are changing lives.
So I hope I am. I'm just trying to give people the keys, because I can't stand I really cannot stand all the suffering. It's just, and it's so pointless. There's no cause for all of this. There's no need for it. It's nonsense. We shouldn't be running around broke ass down and having a doctor or a team of doctors involved in our life, all our life, running around scared of people and groups of things, and who's doing that and who's going to cheat on who and what the frick, who freaking cares. life is so much easier when you can limit what you allow to affect you. Like, oh yeah, like, so my phone even. Yeah, it's just as simple as this. You could even start with this.
Mm-hmm.
I have no notifications on my phone ever. My ringer is not on unless I'm expecting a phone call because I was
Mm-hmm.
texted about it earlier. I don't allow the world to choose when it can interrupt my life.
I like that.
That's key. I'm
That
telling
is
you,
very
man.
nice.
It's unbelievable. You know, a lot of the initial reactions are, what, but what if somebody needs you? Seriously, what the hell can I do? Even when I had a car, what can I do? If you are feeling some type of way, or you're sick, or all I can do is now be concerned about you and not paying any attention to my own shit. So no, thank you. And you know, it does, even for me, it goes way beyond that. I'm like, okay, if somebody died and somebody's telling me, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna get these last few hours of damn peace and
Right.
ignorant bliss or whatever's going on. Like, if there's a tidal wave coming, I don't want to know. Just take me out. Let me just be blissfully unaware and live my little dirty little happy hippie life. Seriously. And people will be like, why do you have a phone? So when I need to make a phone call, I can do
Yeah.
so.
So I can reach out
Yes.
whenever I want to let
Yes.
some
Yes.
whenever I want to let some propaganda come into my
Potentially. Yeah. Yeah.
psyche, then I will let it in,
Yeah.
but only whenever I choose to. I
I
like
will
that.
hang up.
That is
I
very
hang up on people if that most people know now. Don't talk to me about politics because it's all bullshit.
nice.
I want to hear about religion because they're all correct. All religions are right.
Mm-hmm.
None of them are correct by themselves. It's all pieces of a much larger story. So I don't want to talk about religion. I don't want to talk about dumbass drama that is politics. Look, man, if you don't got good news or interesting question or story, don't bother. Just don't bother.
I would just,
I really will. I don't care
yeah.
who you are. My brother, my sister, don't matter. I hardly talk to them anyway. But I'm just saying, it doesn't matter. You have got, in my opinion, once you start with something as small as deciding to turn your ringer off, unless you're on call, which I think is not good for people anyway. But once you decide to do something like it, it's kind of awesome how that becomes something like self-confidence and like self-love. Like, oh, wait, I finished what I set out to do and I didn't get distracted. Oh shit. What? Yeah, look, life does not have to be so hard. It just, for some of us, it just needs to be simplified, like really, really back to the basics of things. Modernity isn't for everybody.
Right. But okay.
Not all of it. I mean, not
Speaking of the
all
journey.
of it.
Speaking of the journey, let's go back to it because the journey is really, really important. Okay, so what is the first step you tell someone to take if they feel stuck?
Meditate, honestly. Quietness of mind is so important. And when someone is stuck, especially, it can be very frightening to consider the quiet, or maybe you didn't actually consider it, but like, just imagine if you've ever had the power go out due to a storm, you'll understand. If in that moment you suddenly started to panic, it's because you've been programmed to have the noise. You can unprogram, you can unlearn. It just takes time. The quiet is the biggest part, because until you can just be influenced by you're not going to make the right choice for you. Whatever the situation is, wherever you're stuck at, for whatever reason, you cannot make a properly, fully informed, self-loving decision for yourself if you actually don't know who you are.
Yep. And okay, that was amazing. Okay.
No.
Are there any new skills you want to learn?
Well, yeah, the sewing.
Mm-hmm.
I also would like very much, because I like them, but they're expensive. I would like to make hand knotted rugs, just for us here for that. Like, I'm not trying. Look, that's a whole other thing. This whole the reason I said I'm a terrible creator, I cannot go. I can't approach having the channel in a how much money can I do it way. I tried that. I know I have I can do it, but that so isn't who I am. that
Mhm.
driving force is the wrong goal, and it's not going to serve me, and it's going to block any and all of the, the love and lessons that I have to share with people. So in that regard, like, I'm a sucky creator in that, like, I don't even really make videos right now. I don't know how to turn this into a business thing. Cause look, man, I'm still figuring all this crap out, but I have found some things out, and y'all, I need you to know. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by that part, by the way.
Yep.
I don't even have a set schedule. I just kind of approach the channel currently. Like, I go live around the same ish time every morning, but I really approach it like if people have the time to be there, they will be. I don't want to like put somebody on hold or what. Like, I don't know, just the whole freeness of it all and the flow of things, and be water for real.
Yeah, flow
Yes.
like water. Yep.
Yes. Oh, what was that? You
Yes.
like to have your ringer turned on? Yeah. See, well, that's the problem, Savage. Like, that's ridiculous. Do you not have any time that's carved out just for you, or do you just want to be constantly interrupted? Because if that is the place that you're at, then I submit to you, you probably want some real savage love going on right now, in my opinion. If you're constantly on the ready, that's a sign. That's a symptom. That's a signal. Your body's trying to tell you something.
Yep.
You just like showing people that's cool. I did look, first day with my new tongue every day. In order for me, this is even hard. It's enjoyable that I'm talking to Jeremy, but for me to sit down in front of a computer,
Right.
when it's perfectly lovely out, I mean, it's hot as crap. I could be doing things out there in the kitchen. I'm like, why did I do this right now?
I came this close to asking you to show us around the garden, but I'm like, it's hot out there.
It's super hot.
Don't get her to do that.
Yeah, no.
So, is there any way that you can visually take us through your garden? Like, when Crooked Peach walks out to go to her garden, what does she see? What is out there? Like, what is Crooked Peach wanting to harvest out the ground this time?
Lord.
What you got?
There's nothing in the ground that I can harvest right now. There's sweet potatoes growing, but they're not ready yet.
Oh yeah, everything growing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, everything.
Okay. Well, so when I first walked through the fence of the garden, and I have things growing in a number of areas, y'all. But the main garden, or the big garden, what I call the big garden, when I first walked through that gate, well, on either side of me, I have comfrey. We talked about comfrey a little earlier.
Comfrey. Yeah. I need to investigate this comfrey stuff.
You do. Russian Bach 14. Get some root cuttings of that. Check Etsy, or actually, what's his damn name? Permapastures. He's a channel. Billy over at Permapastures Farm. They sell comfrey root. You only need a couple few. It's amazing, and we can talk about it more. You have my number. We can actually legit talk about the uses of comfrey. Are amazing. Right. The minerals that it pulls up from deep within the ground. Oh my gosh, there's just so much about it. Yeah, comfrey root. Yeah.
Look, Savage says, I find time for myself when I'm not on the phone. I'm usually playing a football game or I'm playing something else. Okay, that'll work. Tuber Chat is in. Word up. And thank you for that like and share on Reddit. We got none other than Meridith herself, the Crooked Peach.
I am the crookedest of all the peaches.
Okay, now let's talk just about the name. What's the deal with Crooked Peach? Why Crooked Peach?
Because when I first came up with this whole, this was supposed to be a family thing. The whole family was supposed to be on the channel. And I was like, well, let's start a YouTube channel up. But the only thing I could come up with was Whitley Farm, which is my family name. Right. And Chad clearly was like, well, what about me? Right? Yep. And so, I don't know, there were a few ideas tossed around, and then I was just out front, and I was looking at this tiny little peach tree that's out there, which is kind of big now, but it's just so cockeyed and crooked, but it's the cutest little thing. And I was like, wait a minute, what about that crooked peach tree? Hey, what about Crooked Peach as a channel name? And everybody was like, all right, cool, because that doesn't mean anything.
Okay, well, shoot.
Yeah, and then I became Peach somehow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, actually, I know how. But then the weirdest thing was that it turned out it was always meant to be. Because 10 years ago, I broke my leg and ankle. I'm literally a little crooked. I can't do straight lines. They're always going to have a little crooked in them. It's just how I do things. So it turned out to be kind of meant to be. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, I have held you for a very, very long
This has been
time.
awesome, though. This has
We
been
we
really
showed
good.
up late, y'all. I'm so sorry. We showed up late,
It's
but we
cool.
got
No,
this thing done,
I'm
and
happy.
this
Yeah.
was the most excellent conversation. It
Oh,
really
thanks.
was.
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And I had no idea that we were
Yeah.
so aligned.
Oh,
I knew we were aligned, but I didn't know we were that aligned.
you and I see eye to eye
Oh, that's
on
awesome.
just, I mean, if not everything. That's why I'm like, I started really focusing on what you was saying at first, and I'm like, yeah, well, we got a lot to talk about. That's why we almost got a 2-hour show. So we
That's
had
awesome.
we had to open up a whole lot of cans, but there is going to be a part 2, ladies and gentlemen, because
There will
we're going
have
to
to
dive deeper next time. Now that I know what the root of it is that you do is vitamins, we're going to have a whole vitamin conversation.
Well,
next
really, it's not just vitamins. Don't
Yeah,
gloss over. It's biological living.
Yes.
Seriously, this is living properly for what we have, and vitamins are huge. So yeah. But
Yeah.
biological, man, I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, very good. And it begins with the mindset.
does, I think.
Begin with the mindset. Turn off the
Mhm.
noise, number one, because if you don't change the channel, if you do not change the channel, you try to be on the same channel and do this, it's not going to work. I imagine.
No.
Because
No.
you could focus. You can look out the window and see this still going on outside of your cage that you put yourself in. And I find myself at that. I put myself in a cage, and the cage, while safe, is still uninformed. So we got to reach out to people like Peach and bring us into the cage that we are in, trying to fight to get out of. So
You're not stuck. You're not stuck. I need you to understand. You're not stuck. You're just there's some false stuff that makes it look like you're stuck.
Sure.
We can get around it. We can get to. I promise you. It can be done. And I know that you're absolutely. I think that you've set your mind to it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
You're so welcome.
I know that. Do you have like a tagline or something that you tell your viewers?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and let us have yours, and then I will get mine, and we'll let them go.
I always say this. People, please make sure you're taking some bioavailable vitamins. If you don't know what that is, it's very simple. Look it up. It's not difficult, I promise. More importantly, and I never forget to tell you this, please remember to love yourself. Fill yourself up with kindness and consideration, time, and the ability to say no to others. And with that goodness and kindness that we fill ourselves up with, we can pour some of that out on all the other poor souls that are out here, because people are in a lot of pain. They need a lot of love. And the ones who need it the most are the ones who seem to deserve it the least. That's it.
Very nice.
Thanks.
I like that. I like that. That is good. Everyone is humankind. I ask that you choose today to be a kind human. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We love y'all. I'm telling you, I could speak for both Meredith and I. We love you. If you got a beating heart, we love you. Okay?
Yes.
We'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all. Peace out.